So earlier today, Blumhouse had their own kind of version of DC fandom called Blumfest, where really they went over a bunch of projects that they're working on, kind of just to feed our appetites of what is coming from the production company. And let's be honest, really the only reason anybody was really tuning in, like, there was good stuff in it. There was good panels. There was a whole bunch of good information. But let's be honest, we all were tuning in for that 30-second teaser that we got to finally get something else besides the whole Let It Burn clip, which we are going to talk about that as well, actually, because I didn't do a video about that, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So we get this 36-second clip, and really, for me, I'm not going to break it down all the way, but for me, that's kind of all I needed. Because the only real worry I had going into Halloween Kills, after really the teaser that we got before the teaser clip, was what Michael was going to look like. I was worried that they weren't going to damage him enough. I wasn't convinced that they were going to keep Michael crispy. Michael is crispy. He's very crispy. I'll be curious to see if he keeps the mask the whole time. I really hope he does. But with that keeping him crispy, we also see that Michael's hand is taped up. So he has an awareness of the damage that has been done to him, and that he consciously ignores that to pursue his hunts. When he was shot by Lori, not when he had his hand shot off, but when he was shot leaving the house, shot in the shoulder, and he just kept walking. And then again, yes, when he does get his hand blown off, when he does get shot in the jaw, which we're going to talk about that as well, when he has taken these shots, he consciously is like, okay, yeah, that's not going to stop me. I'm going to keep going. It's not that he is this drone that just has a laser focus and I need to keep going. I need to keep going and I need to kill them. That's not what Michael's about. In this movie, at some point, we're going to see him wrap his hand up. He's going to take care of the damage that has happened to him. And that leads to a higher intellect with Michael, which we know he is a smart guy. He can work his way through a space. We've seen him through the franchise. I'd say pretty much every version of him has a level of intelligence that he suppresses. But I like that. I like that they're going to show that he has vulnerability and that he knows that he needs to protect a certain level of vulnerability. Which, yes, we did get that in 2018 when they straight up blew his hand off. But it's something. It adds a different little edge to Michael that we haven't really seen before. He's never really nurtured his wounds. I like that. I like that a lot. And on top of that, some other cool stuff we see in the teaser. We get to see Tommy. We get to see Lindsay. We get to see Marion. I thought it was pretty interesting that we didn't get to see Sheriff Brackett return. I know he's returning as a security guard or whatever at the hospital. But I think that's really going to be a, oh, hey, there he goes kind of thing. So I'm all right with it. I hope they don't kill him. That definitely wasn't him getting his head smashed in when Michael smashes through the window and pulls his head in. We get another shot of the shot on the face and a little bit of the melted mask. That wasn't him. That wasn't Sheriff Brackett. That wasn't Charles Cyphers at all. I like the fact that we see 2 kills and they're really inconsequential. Or at least they seem inconsequential. We get the guy, we get the blood spatter, like golf swing that he does. But that's really it. They allude to some stuff. And I do like that really it's going to be the same night. It's going to be more of the night he came home. Again, you get the angry mob. You get them rocking an ambulance. You get more stuff at the hospital. You get Lori trying to plead with Michael. There's a whole bunch that you can dig into on this and speculate. You will go crazy. You will go crazy trying to dig into this thing and just try to pick apart every little bit. So that's not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do that. I've watched it, I think, 4 or 5 times. I'm sure I'll watch it again, here and there, because I do want my appetite to be sated a little bit. But we don't need much more than this. We know Michael's going to be brutal. David Gordon Green has said that the body count is 10 times what it was in the last one, which is awesome, especially if we get Michael going through a hospital. If we get Michael going through a hospital and he is what he was in 2018, where he was just walking down the street, going into house by house by house and just killing people, a hospital, you get injured people who can't defend themselves, and he just goes in because he's looking for Laurie, because he's pissed now. This Michael is angry. Michael in 2018 didn't really care. Sartain had to push Michael into Laurie. Michael had needed to be pushed in Laurie. He didn't care. Michael got shot by her, and he walked on. He doesn't care. He doesn't care that it's Laurie. But they tricked him. They tricked him. They shot him. They burned him. And he stared them down for one of my favorite shots of the entire franchise. He's not fighting to get out. He's not trying to run away. He's just staring him down. There's anger behind that. I know you could say there's no emotion. That's the whole beauty of Michael Myers. But there's anger in that. And I like that we very likely could get a Michael Myers who's going after those 3 women. Not just them going after him after they find out that he made it out of the fire. He's going after them. And that is going to lead to an end that we kind of were hoping we would get with 2018. And it's going to be explosive. One more thing to note that it wasn't actually in the teaser itself, but David Gordon Green said before we saw it all, is that this is his Empire Strikes Back. That right there to me, I mean, shit, what happens in Empire Strikes Back? The Empire wins. The rebellion is on its heels. One of those women is dying. Laurie, Karen, Allison, one of them, maybe 2 of them. I don't know. I'm starting to get a feeling maybe, just maybe, he kills Allison, which I know that they were saying Allison is going to carry it, but wouldn't that be a head fake? To say, yeah, no, totally. Andy Matichak, she's got the rest of this, it's going to be kills and ends, all about Allison. No, boom, she's dead. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to try not to speculate, but it's so hard. That little 36 was full. It was full, and it was great, and I loved it, but I'm going to try really hard to not go crazy, and I implore you not to as well. Real quick, now that we've talked about the teaser that we got today, I want to spend a little bit of time on the teaser that we got a little bit ago, because I didn't do a video on that, and I was kind of sitting on it, wondering if we were going to get anything else, or if that's all we were going to get for a while. And I wanted to talk about a couple things about the last teaser, and it kind of, one of the things was reinforced in this teaser. And we'll talk about the bad first, and then we'll talk about the good. The first thing, the bad thing, is that I don't like the continuity of the gunshot. It's so simple, it's so small, it's so stupid, but you have the same production team that was planning on filming this thing like a Lord of the Rings trilogy where it was going to be 1, 2, and 3, but then they wanted to see what was going on with 1, so they filmed 1 and stopped. So they filmed 1 knowing we want to do 2. We want to do 2. So they film 1 and they shoot Michael in the face, blow his hand off, burn him, fuck him up. Fine. After 2018 came out, Trick or Treat Studios, who they made that mask, they've made a whole bunch of good masks for the Halloween franchise. They come out with this Michael Myers 2018 mask that is the battle damage from the movie. And this is what it looks like. You look at it and there is a gigantic chunk missing out of Michael's face. And there is a lot of blood coming out of that. That's really what it looked like when we saw the movie. But now you fast forward to the shots that we've gotten in the first teaser. It was a real up close shot of Michael. And then now in this second teaser where he reaches through the window and smashes the guy's face, we get these 2 shots of Michael where the gunshot is a graze. It's really nothing to write home about. I mean, Michael got shot hard in the shoulder earlier in the movie, and that toppled him. If we're expected to believe that that was a little graze, I mean, why did it stumble him so much? Again, I know, it's small, it's stupid, but that's a big thing. To go from a chunk that big along the jaw to like this a little bit here, it's your own continuity. It's not like you have Halloween 4, Halloween 5, and Halloween 6, where you have completely different production crews working on these movies, so yeah, you're going to get different masks. No, this should be exactly what the officially licensed mask should look like. That's just me. One little gripe I have, everything else I'm excited about for Halloween Kills. I will be there minute 1 to go see this damn thing. Do not get that mistaken. And with my hype for this movie, looking back at the teaser that we got, the Let It Burn teaser, you get this scene where it literally picks up the moment 2018 ends. And it is charged, emotionally charged, because you feel it. You feel their panic, you feel their fear, you feel their holy shit, they're going to save him, because they don't know Michael Myers is in the house. They are responding to a fire, a huge fire. So they are booking their asses there because someone else, I'm sure, called it. And they're going to say, holy shit, the Strode house is burning down. She has officially gone fucking crazy. You guys need to get here. You need to get here. And that's going to be the scene. And we've seen the shot, and Michael's standing there. The house is ablaze. He's got something in his hand, and that's how he gets out. He kills the fire crew. I'm sure that's exactly what happens. But in seeing that teaser, really what that did for me is it made me long for a third ending to Halloween 2018. We have the unfilmed, well, not unfilmed, the unreleased ending that, you know, features a whole fight that got teased in all the trailers and all that. And then we got the ending where Michael burns. And then we have this ending that I kind of cut together. I want to know what you think. So after you watch it, hit the comments below. But here, take a look. Now, come on. Like, if you walked out of 2018 with that ending, knowing that Michael was going to be saved, and leaving it a little bit less foggy and iffy, I know why they had to leave it foggy and iffy. They wanted to stop at one. They wanted to stop at one, see what one was going to do. They didn't expect what happened to be what happened. But imagine you leave the theater with that. Come on. That would have been bad ass. And no, that's not me just trying to toot my horn. That's the ending I would have wanted to see. That ending would have been the shit. And yes, I understand people can probably edit things better than I can. But that idea, oh, I would have loved to have seen that. Now, like I said, I'm really going to try really hard to not get ahead of myself and not overanalyze everything I see for Halloween. I'm probably going to watch all of it. I'm probably going to react to it all for you guys when it comes out and be all over it, because I love this franchise. I loved 2018. There are little weak spots, whatever. I love that movie. I thought it was a great continuation. I can't wait to see kills, and I'm curious as hell about ends. I hope, as someone who's going to watch all of it, that it is as muted as possible and we don't find out a bunch of kills. I hope maybe the extent of what we see is out of the first half hour. I don't want to see much. I just want a little flavor. Give me the soundtrack. Show me Jamie. Show me Laurie. Show me Michael. Just give me little tidbits. Hint at the flashback. That should be the first trailer. Hint at the flashback. So do that, and I'll be happy. This was a good little flavor. If you want more flavor of Halloween, there are a couple fan films that just got dropped. Happy Halloween. Go watch that. And go watch Halloween Inferno 3. Both of those were prime, beautiful Halloween takes. Go watch those fan films right now. They are a perfect taste to hold us over until 2021. Having talked about these teasers now a bunch, I'm actually going to go watch them. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, like it. If you want to share it, share it. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. I'll see you very soon. But until then, take care.